friends, it's Dee. We're working on the blue Primal hive now. Now, if you remember, the blue and orange were installed 2 weeks after the purple and the green, or purple and lime hive. So we're gonna check inside and see what's going on. Woo, hi girls. A tiny bit of burr comb, not bad, just around the feeder hole. Or maybe 4.5 frames in the center that have, oh, kill that bugger. Okay. I have a gap on my side, so I'm going to start breaking from here and come over. Okay. They are a little bit testy, so they are hitting the tool and hitting my hands pretty good. Again, very, very common during the dearth of the season for us to see the bees a little bit more defensive. They're guarding their food resources, making sure that the pantry stays safe. I don't know, I'll just keep on moving. There we go. I might have you cut that wax, cut the burr comb down if you can. Okay, same thing, they've just propolized it, doing a nice job just sealing up the house. The next frame, it looks empty, but it is sealed onto the bottom, so we are going to need to pry that up. Good. Empty. They're not really working the wax on that either. This was a package, a Russian package. Again, empty. I'm going to pop that. Frame is not popped in. That's okay. Now the next frame, I see honey across the top. But it's full of brood. Holy cannoli, look at that. That's fantastic. Absolutely beautiful. Here, let me clean the bottom off for you so you can set it down. There we go. We do have a queen cup. Right here. Okay, nice. Let me see if this is charged. No, it's not charged. Okay. Queen is on the other side. I'm looking for her. I do not see her yet. She's marked. She is a marked queen. She's dark. Yeah. A little bit of white. Big queen, right here. Right on top of the pile. Get over there, mama. So they do have a fair amount of capped honey here across the upper edge, and then brood, worker brood. All right, beautiful. Nice looking hive. 1, 2, 3, again, 4, what looks like 4 big frames. We do have, I did see a couple of bald brood on this side. We have not treated this colony yet, so that's in the works for today. We're going to come back with food and their Apiguard treatment. Perfect. The next frame, or? I think we're done. We're done. I've seen everything I need to see. There was eggs and young larvae, it looked like, in that frame. The queen is there. She's doing her work of the day. All is well with the blue hive. Everything looks good. Smaller-ish colony. They do need food, and everybody here does need their Apiguard treatment. So we're going to go ahead and treat some bees for mites today, and then move on to the next orange hive. The orange hive is the only one that we put a honey super on this year, so it'll be interesting to see what they're doing. Orange Primal's got some height. This was the only one that we put the honey super on earlier because they had filled out fairly quickly the frames inside of the nest, and we wanted to give her extra space. So we haven't checked to see if they had produced any honey this year, and if we're going to pull any honey from them, then we'll need to do it before we do their mite treatment. So we're going to take a quick peek inside, see what they've got going. We did leave the feeder box on top, even though we were not feeding. There are bees inside of it. They're looking for something to eat. They need something. That honey super's got bees inside of it, bees across the entire bottom. No burr comb, no visible burr comb. Hi, ladies. So I'm going to just pull a wax frame. So you really do have to just come straight up on them, don't you? Okay. They're tight. Not sure exactly what they've done with the wax here, but okay, I'll play. Yeah, I don't know. They may have moved it. So let's take a look at the, I don't think there's any honey up here.
No.
There's very little.
This frame looks the same.
Okay.
And that one too.
So we can go ahead and remove the honey super today. We didn't get any honey from them. We'll look and see what they've got in the nest. It's possible that they've stored everything down there, which is fine. You don't typically anticipate getting honey from a new colony, especially a package, because they've got so much wax to build. The wax is the most expensive commodity a beehive can make. It takes them about 8 pounds of nectar to make a single pound of wax. These frames inside of the nest are fairly extensive. There's 3 basically deep frames on each one of the nest frames when you're measuring out standard Langstroth compared to the beautiful nest inside. And they have to draw all of that wax from the glands on their abdomens. They eat up a bunch of nectar, and then they go and lay all that wax. Certain time of their life when those wax glands mature. So you need a lot of young bees and a lot of wet nectar to make all of that wax.
Pretty empty.
Okay.
Pull it out to see, but
okay.
I'm still working that.
Still working that frame. There we go. Honey frame. It looks like it's going to be heavy.
Okay. Yep, it's got a good weight to it.
Yeah. So they've got a big, huge slab of honey. Half of it is capped, half of it is uncapped. Beautiful dark on the center here, and then some lighter nectar. What looks like new nectar coming in. Turn and face his camera. Beautiful. So beautiful new honey. So they are storing honey on the outside, edge frames. That's very common.
It's the same on the back.
Same on the back. Good. Nice wax. Nice honey. Capped honey across the top, wet nectar on the bottom. Looking good. I can only get my arm up so high. There we go. There we go.
It's not that heavy.
No, this one's not terrible heavy.
The next one is a big brood frame.
Okay.
I'll take it.
There is a queen cell here, or queen cup, excuse me. They just make cups for practice or for emergency situations, kind of all over the hive. That's pretty common as well. Bees working the frames. Also looks like a resource frame. Wow. Fantastic. So she's got brood in all stages and nectar in all stages. There's wet nectar across the edges, capped honey here, and wet nectar they're putting away. Capped honey across the top with a little bit of a ribbon of pollen. I do see young larvae here. Another queen cup. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful nest. Like they're just doing a really nice job. Looks like it has some weight to it. She's being very careful not to damage. Here's our queen right here. Here she is, big beautiful girl. Right here in the center of the frame. So again, capped honey across the top edge, nice looking brood. It is a little bit spotty, but in the patches in the middle, there are what looks like wet nectar or pollen. So it is a little bit more sporadic on this side of this frame. It is tighter on the other side. Her brood pattern is definitely tighter over here. I don't see any obvious queen cells. Nothing that's distressing, telling me they're getting cramped or trying to swarm. They look really nice. Overall, I'm really happy with the way this colony is building and growing out. They've got a lot of nectar and honey reserves. I'm not as worried about their nutrition now after seeing all of the capped honey and the wet nectar that they have. Plus, it's nice to see our queen looking good. Beautiful. Just a little bit of a rub there. Good. Mm-hmm. Very nicely done. It's like that game Operation, right? When you're little.
Yes.
It's like, don't touch the edge or you'll get zapped. Right? That's exactly what
that
it's
was
like.
the lucky bone.
But exactly.
That's a wishbone.
That
That's what they call
wishbone.
it.
You got the wishbone. Everybody looks fantastic here in the orange primal. We've got a substantial amount of brood. We saw the queen. There's eggs and young larvae, wet nectar, all of the things that we need to see. No alarm for swarming at this point. They do look great. Everybody's going to get a Apigard treatment, 25 mil Apigard treatment, which is a half dose. In this heat in southern Maryland, we don't want to give them a full dose. That's just too much for the colony. And then we're going to go ahead and give them some more food resources so they can continue drawing wax. Everybody will get about the same treatment. Looking good, loving the primal. Everybody looks fantastic.